Are you finding it hard to maximize your time to read more books? Or do you just want to consume more books with minimum effort? You might be on the road or busy preparing meals. Either way, I'm sure you've heard of Amazon's Audible, and you're probably already familiar with some of its features, most importantly, audiobooks. Now, some may consider audiobooks as a way to cheat into reading more books, but for people like us who can't juggle enough time to open a book, or for those having a hard time focusing on pages, Audible may be the right thing for you. In this video, we'll cover everything you need to know about Audible. How it works, its features, some important pros and cons, pricing, and most importantly, is it worth the bucks in 2023? Before we start, I'd like to let you know you can get a free audiobook and a 30-day free trial if you click my link down below. And without further ado, let's begin talking Audible. For those who don't know or aren't fully aware of what Audible is a monthly subscription service that offers a wide array of audiobooks, more than 200,000. Getting a membership would allow you to get access to an unlimited amount of audiobooks without spending every dollar. It's like having access to an entire library in one app. And because it's available online, you get the audiobooks for a cheaper price. Other handy features of Audible is you can download audiobooks to your device, rate the audiobooks, a bookmarking feature, a timer, and a customizable speed. You can also switch between different devices of your choice. You can basically listen anytime, anywhere. In terms of flexibility, Audible offers a lot of flexibility. If you forgot to bring your favorite book while waiting in a long queue, Audible is just one click away. So how does Audible work? Audible's approach is simple and direct. You can start an account using an email of choice and enjoy a 30-day free trial. And then, when you're ready to sign up for a paid membership, you'll select a plan, set up your location to get recommendations popular around your area, and get special offers. There are two types of subscriptions depending on your budget and preference. The first one is known as Audible Premium Plus, where you can get perks like a free audiobook every month and 30% off purchases. And you get to keep and listen to any title in the app. For Audible Premium Plus, it'll cost $14.95 per month. Now, the free audiobook comes in the form of a credit. With Audible Premium Plus, you get 1 credit each month. 1 credit gets you 1 free audiobook of choice. The cheaper option is called Audible Plus. You can listen to every audio you want, but you can't keep it in your library. Audible Plus costs $7.95 a month. On the expensive side is also Audible Premium Plus, but instead of getting 1 credit, you'll get 2 credits per month. That's 2 free books per month, and it costs $22.95 per month. As for starting an Audible account, I can't think of any downside in getting a free trial for Audible. It doesn't cost any money, it takes a minute to create an account, you can try new things, and you can leave anytime you want and decide if Audible is for you or not. When signing up, you can get 2 free audiobooks, and for me, that's a bargain. If you're wondering what Audible's return policy is like, when it comes to returning an audiobook, Audible is pretty easygoing. You know when you pick up a book at the local bookstore and it ends up being boring as opposed to what you've seen in the reviews? It can happen with audiobooks, but the great thing is that you can trade a bad audiobook for another one. But one pro tip I'd like you to know before I start giving out the wrong impression is that while Audible is pretty smooth with the trading system of audiobooks, if you return stuff too often at a time, it can reach its limit. At a certain point, it's just like getting books for free. And you want to avoid that. Make sure that you really trade the books that are not up your alley and not just to get books for free. Buying audiobooks with Audible is very simple. If you have a smartphone, go ahead and click the Audible app. From there, you can search the title, author, or genre for the book you're searching for and then download it. If you're using a laptop or a PC, simply go over to Amazon's site. From there, go over to the search bar and select the category Audible Audiobooks and search for the title and download. Now, as for Audible's pros and cons, some boil down to personal preference. For this, I've broken down the important pros and cons that you need to know about Audible. But honestly, if you start your free trial journey right now, you'll be able to see a bit of these pros and cons in your 30-day journey. Let's begin with the pros. Number 1 for me is being able to multitask. As said, Audible is a very flexible app. You can literally listen to any book you want any time of the day. I particularly find it useful during long hours of driving, especially when it's traffic and when I just need something to listen to so that I wouldn't feel like I'm wasting any of my time. Apart from that, Audible's flexibility may be useful to you if you're regularly in the kitchen preparing meals for your family, or you're grinding at the gym and you need those intellectual gains. Second pro for me is that Audible doesn't take much of your space. Perhaps you're living in a tiny apartment and you already have a lot of books in store and you can't afford to store more physical books. You also don't have to carry a 900-page book while you're on the go if you already have it on your phone. Third upside of Audible is that you have the option to subscribe to Amazon Family Library, where you can connect to your partner's account and add household members to the account. And lastly, you can return books you don't like, and you can cancel your membership anytime you feel like it's not working for you. Audible is very direct in terms of those two things, so you're assured that you're getting your money's worth. Now, as for the downsides of Audible. First downside that I could think of is that you might not like listening to books, which is why a 30-day free trial period is a great way for you to determine whether Audible is for you or not. Second and last, this depends on your schedule and how much time you can allot to listening to audiobooks on a monthly basis. If you have a full-time job and you need to take care of your kids as well, and you have other side gigs, you might end up paying more than you need to. If listening to one audiobook a month is too much for you, Audible may not work for you, and you might end up thinking that you're wasting your money. So, is Audible worth it in 2023? I'd say it is. Most of us want to save up our money and put it in other priorities in life. Audible is an easy way for people like us to remain entertained or educated whenever we listen to an audiobook, as opposed to getting physical copies of books, which are still nice to have, but definitely have their own downsides. If you want to give Audible a try, click the link down below and get a free 30-day trial and get access to hundreds of thousands of audiobooks.